I think I'd rather have Pat Falloon than Pat Maroon, but you know, 'cause- but I'll say this, and I've said it before: is one guy who plays 10 minutes a game doesn't change the fact that you almost have to change the culture of the thing. I think you have too many guys who don't play that way. Like, does one guy really make a difference that plays 10 to 12 minutes a game?
No, it's the culture. I mean, it is. And we talked about it before, but like the Florida thing, it's not having a guy there that's going to beat somebody up if he takes a run at your guy, run at your stars or run at Pasternak or run at Marchand or McAvoy. It's how your stars handle getting run by the other guys. Are they going to stand up for themselves? Number one, are they going to be able to take a hit to make a play? Are they going to want to take a hit the second or third or fourth or fifth or 12th time to make a play in the playoffs? And the Bruins proved against that Florida team, they were not willing to take hits to make plays. They were afraid of getting run, and they weren't going into corners to win puck battles. And Florida took it to them. So it's really how the other guys handle it. And you're not getting rid of Pasternaks and your McAvoys and your Marchands.
No.
So the guys at the bottom of the roster don't really matter all that much. Do you need Hannafin or whatever to cross like somebody in the mouth in front of the net? Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if you had a few guys who did that. But ideally, it's a guy who would go back, win a puck, and get it out of his own fucking zone before they have a time to set up the forecheck. So, I guess it's two different ways of looking at it, but I think it really is how your stars handle getting obliterated over and over and over again. Are they tough enough in a series to withstand that and still make plays and win games?
Well, the identity when they won it was Ference, McQuaid, Boychuk, Seidenberg,
Chara, beating the bag out of you.
Yeah, I mean, tough, physical, but still skilled.
Yeah, and physically intimidating.
Right. And they don't have that.
They don't.
And that's something that I think is still an issue.
That was up and down the roster, though, in that. So it is a cultural.
It was. I mean, that wasn't that. Yeah, that team was like they'll fight and scrap and chirp and.
As Thornton told somebody he could pick which hand he wanted to beat the shit out of him with. I mean, for crying out loud. He's like, who was it?
Yes.
Dale Weiss, somebody.
It was Dale. Was it Dale Weiss? It was a Canadian. Yeah.
He's like, I'll let you pick which hand I beat the fuck out of you with.
Right. Yeah.
And then like Campbell would fight, Paille would fight, Lucic would fight, Thornton would fight if he had to. Marchand was beating in the bag out of the Sedins. Every single player on the defense would fight.
Well, that's how they beat Vancouver. I mean, that's how they beat Vancouver.
Is 100%.
They answered the bell.
100%. And that's how St. Louis beat you in 2019.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
So, I mean, it's an issue. Until they prove otherwise, it's an issue.
It's an issue, right? So it's going to be an issue again if it happens again. And it's just going to be one of those things where you can't deny it. Like at some point, you can't say, well, it's not that big of a deal when it is every single year. Like,
if you keep losing to teams like that, if those are the teams that you lose to every year, then it's an issue. Then it's a problem. And our ace producer, Connor Ryan, just put up Tim Thomas equals fighter, and he would fight too.
Connor
he was Green.
Connor. Connor Ryan is at Boston
right.
Globe. Yeah.
Sorry, Connor.
Sorry. We have the better Connor, right?
We do.
So
Tim Thomas would fight you. He was throwing blockers into the face of Canucks in the crease in that series.
He had the Sedins. Yeah. I mean that was the whole reason why he won. I mean they tried to play that. Alex Burrows. They tried to do that, bite the finger and
Burrows and BX and Perrier. Yeah,
didn't work.
No,
didn't work because they were up to the task.